700 years ago, in the land of the dawn of happiness that was the Sukhothai Empire, its prosperity was recorded through the first Thai alphabets, Lai Su Thai, invented by King Ramkhamhaeng the Great in 1283. Those alphabets are still in use today. Stone inscription number 1 recounted the founding of Sukhothai by King Si Intaratit, the empire's first monarch, and described life during its golden age in the reign of King Ramkhamhaeng the Great. The artifacts on display at the Ramkhamhaeng National Museum in Sukhothai are like reflections of Sukhothai's past, which flourished from the time of the Tawarawadi period to when the Khmer Empire was at the height of its powers. Sukhothai later rose to prominence and embraced the art style of Lopburi. Sukhothai increased its contact with foreign lands in the 18th and 19th Buddhist centuries, making it a varied trade route and arts and culture exchange point. The most important heritage from this period was Sangkhalok porcelain, art that was influenced by the Chinese of the Song dynasty. The outstanding features of Sukhothai art clearly emerged in the 19th Buddhist century in the reign of King Ramkhamhaeng the Great. At that time, the Langkawong sect of Buddhism expanded into Sukhothai. The grandeur of that era's architecture and sculpture plainly shows the unique identity of its art, mirroring the belief and faith in Buddhism that have been woven into the peaceful cultural fabric of the area. The cordial relationship between the kings of the empires of Sukhothai and Lan Na gave birth to the glory of Chiang Mai. Archaeological items such as utensils, pottery, and ornaments on display in the Chiang Mai National Museum are proof of northern Thailand's antiquity. The area was the home of prehistoric people at least 2,500 years ago. Including the Lua people, who were the original inhabitants there and whose rituals, beliefs, and culture were similar to those of Chiang Mai locals. Traces of the prosperity of Hariphunchai, the first state of the north, reflect its total stability and central location in Buddhism. Artifacts discovered feature strong Hariphunchai art influence that was derived from the arts of Tawarawadi and Pala in India. These arts eventually integrated with local styles and became the origin of art of the Lan Na Empire. When Hariphunchai and Lan Na merged in the 19th Buddhist century, Phaya Mangrai founded the city of Chiang Mai as the first official capital of the land. The magnificence of Hariphunchai and Lan Na arts, both of which have roots in Buddhism, inspired the creation of various artworks in Lan Na. Lan Na art in subsequent periods received more influence from native artisans. This is evident from the simple yet elegant works that have become local identities. During the early Ratanakosin period in 1796, the Lan Na Empire became a part of Thailand. As a result, Chiang Mai entered a golden age of artistic revival. In maintaining age-old culture will continue as long as generations realize its value and are ready to learn about national heritage in the right manner. There is much to learn from Thailand's historical treasures and the way of life of ancestors.
Nha, the paradise on earth for all to live. The Andaman Sea is waiting for you to visit. Many outdoor activities are found here for the lovers. It also challenges many visitors to search for the mystery. The Similan Islands are also famous for their beautiful white beaches and calm blue-green waters. Phang Nga, the mystique of the islands and the sea. Here, Phang Nga, the sea world and the land of the mountains. The lying of many limestone islands in Phang Nga Bay makes this area look like sculptural works made in the water. The adventurers will love it. For diving lovers, under the Andaman Sea of Phang Nga is the place where you can meet this good friend. You will be amazed by the marine life under the deep sea of Surin and Similan Islands. The white sand beach and the blue water will fill your dream at the Similan Islands. Surin Islands, the sea life you can try. Phang Nga is also home to sea turtles. Chulapon Marine Park Conservatory Centre is established to provide visitors with the story of marine lives under the Andaman Sea. Chulapon Marine Park Conservatory Centre is established to provide visitors with the story of marine lives under the Andaman Sea. In the forest, your private life can be found here. Outdoor activities will make you fresh and excited for the adventure of life. Elephant trekking, the experience you will never forget. Buddhism has influenced the way of life of people here for a long, long time. A stupa at Wat Rat Ubatam is one of the most famous tourist attractions in Phang Nga. Today, you can visit Phang Nga by car and by air. Phang Nga is not far from Phuket International Airport. When you come to Phang Nga, you may choose to stay in beach resorts with modern facilities. Today, Phang Nga is waiting for travelers to visit with the friendliness of the locals, its beautiful nature as a world destination.
Say that to be counted a true traveler, one must have climbed Phukradung at least once. And so, that's why we're here. When arriving at Phukradung, before starting up the mountain, you should go to the tourist center and familiarize yourself with the area. Phukradung is a mountain which looks as if its top has been cut off, leaving a large plateau shaped like an elm leaf. The mountain's total area is 60 square kilometers and rises to a height of 1,200 meters above sea level. The path to the summit is 5.5 kilometers long, but those who have walked it say it's quite steep. For trekkers like ourselves, it's enough just to carry our own bodies, so we'll pay a porter to carry our baggage. On the way we encounter rest stops. Each stop has a fountain which is called Sam. Everyone has water and snacks for sale, and so we no longer have to depend on fountains as in the past. The secret to a successful ascent of Phukradung is to alternate hikes with pauses for rest whenever you become fatigued. The distance from one sum to the next is just enough to give you a break at the right time, provided, of course, that you are already reasonably fit. Each time you stop, your rest should be long enough to feel completely refreshed before continuing. The climb should be made in the morning while the air is still cool. Later in the day, you will have arrived near the peak. After the final stop on the way up, there remains a little more than 1 kilometer. This last portion before the summit is the steepest and explains why Phukradung is regarded as the true test of a determined trekker. When we've just become accustomed to the fatigue, the end of our upward struggle suddenly appears before us. We've reached the summit, Long Pad. Within only a few moments of having arrived at the top, and seen the flat expanse of meadows and the rows of majestic pines, as if in another world altogether from the one just left behind, we entirely forget the fatigue we've accumulated over the past 5 hours. The air at the summit of the mountain is cool and fresh. From Long Pa, we walk along a level path, admiring the scenery along the way, until we reach the camping area. There are many bungalows on Phukradung, as well as semi-permanent tents and canvas tents that can be rented. If you bring your own tent, you pay a nominal camping fee. Washroom and toilet facilities are plentiful, and an abundance of food shops make it unnecessary to carry up your own food. The tourist attraction nearest to the camping area, Wangguang Falls, is the first waterfall on this particular stream. Another set of waterfalls downstream from Wangguang Falls is located in the middle of the leaf-shaped plateau which constitutes the summit of Phukrading. The gorge in which they are found is like the central stalk of the leaf. Here, in fact, are the headwaters of the Pong River, one of the main rivers of the province of Khon Kaen. The many maple trees at lovely Pen Pop Mai Falls, the second waterfall on this stream, undergo a startling transformation during the cold season. After turning a bright red, they fall to the ground or are carried downstream and get wedged among the boulders. If we follow the same stream, further down we come to Pon Pop Falls, named after Pon King Phet, Thailand's first world-class boxing champion and the reputed discoverer of these falls many decades ago. And as we follow the stream further, it widens and flows over a beautiful rocky segment before reaching Pen Pop Falls. This is where the rock gives way to become a small cliff.
This is the way on route to destinations where natural beauties, comforts, and unforgettable memories await. Chumphon is the gateway to the charming South. The wind, the waves, both acting as natural hosts, inviting their visitors to enjoy the beauty of the fascinating underwater world of Chumphon. It is not surprising then that visitors take away as souvenir the never-ending memories of happy times. The next destination along this route is only 3 hours away, to a place known as the Province of 100 Islands. Surat Thani welcomes its visitors with the heartfelt atmosphere of beauty and comfort. The pagoda of Patachaya Ratchawaravihan Temple, constructed in the style of the Srivichai Kingdom, according to Mahayana Buddhism, exhibits true Buddhist beliefs for all beholders. So too is Suanmok Palaram, a meditation center surrounded by the essence of nature. Furthermore, Surat Thani acts as a transit area for those who want to experience the many islands filled with colorful lifestyles and unrivaled friendliness. Koh Samui offers more than just natural beauty. There is an abundance of facilities which cater to all of your needs and comforts. End the tiring day amid natural surroundings and feel how close a dream can come to becoming reality in this wondrous place. Another dawn, another 100 kilometers, and you can experience the center of arts and culture of the South, Nakhon Si Thammarat. Krung Thom, the famous niello ware of Nakhon Si Thammarat, has always been the most irresistible souvenir. In Nakhon Si Thammarat, you may find yourself a part of a devoted local population during their traditional Buddhist ceremonies. The highway will then take you through the Khao Luang National Park, where you can witness stunning scenery. This vast, natural classroom will cleanse the spirits and enable a more harmonious coexistence with the environment. Nights are never dull in this part of Thailand. Nang Thalum, the shadow puppet performance, accompanied by the characteristically exciting music, has the almost magical way of capturing the attention of its audiences. When you arrive in Songkhla, you will be able to cross the bridge which spans the largest lake in Thailand. Songkhla Lake, with its gentle waves, is the perfect company while you are enjoying local culinary delights. You will find some friendliness along the way, which will make the long journey all the more pleasurable. The atmosphere of Hat Yai Market will make shopping irresistible. Hat Yai is capable of catering to international seminars for those of you who love to work. Then you can relax with leisure.